tonight.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Why did we find Allegro in the Garden of the Gods? Do we know who he is? He is the speaker.
The man sloshed
For Procyon.
again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here
Why does
yet.
Neris get drunk at the worst times?
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
They'll come.
No. They'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What?
What?
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see,
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They're here.
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I said. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh,
Bit of a
please do
lightweight.
not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
Wait, what? I'm upstanding.
In fairness,
I'm a
you're a woman
paragon of good
status, and
virtue.
It'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
It would be hilarious if she betrayed us in the last second to further push Forden along.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I'd really rather not.
I'd really rather not be king. If it were up to me.
Damn! Outcry, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Got a gifted sub, make sure to thank Outcry.
I did not always want to be a lady of a castle, or a sanctoress either.
Thank you very
Yet,
much,
in some
man.
ways, we cannot help but obey our fates. So it must be for you too.
It's nice to sit here and just game. I'm afraid that if I was playing Lost Ark, it would be just nothing but questions non-stop, so... This game came out at a good time.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
How's the game so far? It's good. Nice to play a JRPG again.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval
Top
ratings
20?
will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in
Wait, I'm like
one
rank
round.
800 right now.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with his and her highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Wait a second, aren't these guys in collusion with fucking Forden?
Oh, it's a ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
I'm me.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
True, true.
And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
True, true, true.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
I'm a saint.
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church.
Is that a
Dido,
shark?
the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Wait, he just caught a big fish. That's not even a monster.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Oh no, that's so smart.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound.
Chat, what do you think's in that bag? I think it's a big sack of potatoes.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
What?
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladell, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
What an idiot!
Now, on to the next.
Yo! Big.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
Borden.
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering.
That's not how you pronounce that. Respite.
Such is the duty of those with power.
T hyper skill buff from support stacks with identity. I would have to consult with the support dictionary.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Everyone clappy.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine. It's not looking great.
It's not looking great.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
Oh, shit.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me.
What if they don't believe her confession?
I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn.
I'm pretty sure the crowd has no idea how to react to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance.
Wait.
Now, justice must be rendered.
Forden's gonna execute her on the spot.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king. It is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will, I promise. I don't make promises that I don't know I can keep.
I will do my best.
Oh. 07.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Yo! I'm ranked 49 now. Wait, I still need 29 more ranks to not get disqualified.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Chat. Why are they sympathizing with Joanna? She literally abducted and murdered, feeding like half her town's population to a giant demon baby.
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted
Why are we
her
sympathizing
final
with
wishes to
her?
us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Short Parapus. Oh, this conniving dude is a right-hand man of Luis. Wait, it is Luis.
On the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe.
Fascinating. Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church,
But you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
No, that was part of my plan.
Oh, same idea, yeah. A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Right.
Right. It worked for us. Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Why is her eye pupil as big as the entire eye socket? What tribe is Juna?
This is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him.
Bug-Eye tribe.
I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
I don't know. I can't see any features on her.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh yeah, that's right. Juna's sister is the...
I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon. So stay in the city, would you?
That's right. Her sister is the saint who has the angel wings. But where's hers? Is she a half-blood?
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Get away from me, you freak.
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
None of your business, asshole.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway?
I almost
He still
forgot
fights?
the entire purpose of our mission.
Look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep.
That's right. We're trying to save the prince.
Nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
In his pants.
Would he keep it in his pocket?
I doubt it. I mean, what if it slipped out? Maybe somewhere less precarious. Like in his gauntlet runner?
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself.
Well, she's dead now.
Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan.
Wait.
Altaberry's our next destination.
Wait a second.
The very seat of the faith outside the
The
capital.
people who make the tournament, the tournament
might
challenges
propose
are
another hunt.
candidates.
This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
Okay, I don't think they're false idols if they're bringing them up.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
Yeah, this is like the classic JRPG formula. Right now, we're trying to save the prince and stop these guys from becoming king, but in reality, the real big bad is literally God himself.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day.
My day.
Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Oh, he wants a promotion.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Okay. Honestly, she does have vibes of becoming either a party member or a follower. One of the two. Because they kind of treat her like dirt.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
But we already have a wing person in our party.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
Granted, he's
draws
not a party
nearer.
member. He's just a follower. The pilot. Nurse.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. But let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Yo. I think the game is kind of...
Let's hurry.
I think the game's a little...
What now?
Okay, so when we got to the last town, you arrive on a normal day. And then like a few days later is Idol's Day. Like, no, literally the next day is Idol's Day. So for people who like arrive at the town and they buy stuff at the shop right away, the next day they get filled with regret. You know what I mean? They're like, oh shit, I should have waited one day. Tomorrow's the bargain day. When you arrive in this town, it is bargain day, right? And so you're like, oh shit, it's a bargain day. I can buy shit and it's on sale. But then like literally next week is something called Forgiveness Day, which I think is an even bigger discount than bargain day. So I think the game purposefully like has you arrive to cities on these days to try and bait you into spending your money before like a bigger discount day. It did it in the previous city, and I'm pretty sure it's doing it in this city too. Also, the weather is omega trash today, which is good for mag exchange.
Well, then, eh? All right then.
Let's go.
What is the exchange rate on a day like this?
Young man.
Got a deal on today.
Whoa! Look how much money that's worth. Oh my god. I don't need all that money though. I already have a lot of money. Hold.
What now?
Save the mag.
All right then.
Oh wait, it's a new day. I should go to the accessory merchant. I believe he's got something new today.
Greetings. Well then.
Archetypal ring? Oh my god, what? What's an archetypal ring?
Can we talk?
What now?
Increases. Oh, it's an EXP up item. Oh, that's kind of big. What's your team comp right now? A merchant, swordsman, magic knight, thief. I'm gonna use that actually. Okay, so what I learned is that when you reach max level in this game on an archetype, what happens is any rollover or extra EXP you earn, every time you fill up the bar, it gives you an EXP item that you could use on any archetype. So if I give him the bonus archetype item, I should be able to fill up the bar faster. Yeah, there's archetype synergies. I have a lot of these items already. I have 33 of these, 31 of these, and 11 of these. And this is enough to level up archetypes many times over. But I don't have the rapport level to get the next rank of things. Yeah, I shouldn't spend my mag as well because I need a shit ton of mag for some of these. An absolute fuckload of them.
All right then. What is it? What is it you're looking for?
Can you effectively power level in previous areas? When you over level enemies too much, you get reduced EXP from them. Hey, nice looking bar.
Wow, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
The fuck are you then?
And you're one to talk?
How many archetypes are there anyway, all in all? A lot.
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in.
Big brother?
Points from my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub?
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd help anyone in need. I treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be king.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Hmm? Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I admire his power. I don't like foreigners' church. I'm in love with Juna.
I'm actually in love with Lady Juna.
Well, my condolences.
Out of your league, chum.
I dare say you both speak from the sting of experience.
Oh, shit.
And you speak like a man with a death wish. Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that one. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
We're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
Oh!
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Monka.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Yeah, someone small, hard to notice. Who do we have that could fit that role? Wait, we have 2 people that can fit that role.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
Well, almost anyone else.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
So?
Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Because we're just going right away. We're gonna see sober folks around these parts. Where y'all to?
Hello there.
Incredible.
That's big.
Hey!
Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam.
You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all. We aren't officially friends yet. Friends?
Got it.
Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. So fuck. Lord Luis is in the reception and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
You little bastard.
The size of Luis's Skyrunner is ludicrous and he parks it in the middle of the worship harbor like his Bloody's name's on it.
Check this out.
At last. If I may.
This beast of a dog with him too. Somewhere at the bottom is Blackheart. He thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you've ever seen.
Indeed.
It's more of a castle than a carriage.
Understood.
Oh shit.
What now?
I wonder if I just raise him into a brawler, then have steel as his secondary. But I only have one skill inheritance in the brawler tree. Same thing with Gunner. Pugilist seems pretty good though. Lot of agility there, though. But this also is pretty agile. That's just level 1? It could be good for a luck build, but at the same time, I'm still on merchant. I have pro tag as merchant so that I could keep a steady supply of money coming in.
I see. Fascinating. This, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Let me know someone answered these fists are filled with life. You know who to beat that message into him.
I have retained my edge.
Yeah, I only have one skill inheritance. What's the branch after merchant? Tycoon, but I need like full rapport for that. Okay, I can kind of power level brawler giga fast.
My power swells forth. Steady effort is key. I have retained my edge. Steady effort is key. My power swells forth.
Okay, cool. Why brawler? Because I want to get a pugilist in the party for more flexibility.
I see. I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
The soul of the brawler.
I have retained my edge.
Okay, so it uses a lot of health, his attacks. Raises max HP by 15%. Hit rate. Increases critical hit rate by 5%. Increases casters attack and defense for 3 turns. That's a pretty good one, I feel like. And then I have steel as well. I think I'll have steel just so I could have it. In case I run into anything worth stealing from. I just want to get into his second ability.
Steady effort is key.
Yeah, next one's at 6, which is a little far away. Agility plus 5. Okay, so all 3 of them are in advanced abilities now.
Now.
14 out of 15. One more, huh? That's fine.
Got it. I'm leaving.
A real maze.
Oh, yeah?
So many soldiers?
Well,
And yet.
What you need?
You're an Elda, rare sight. Just do your level best. We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong to keep up. Some Elda kid showed up Borden, they say. Lord Louise loved it. Did Glodell really show up at the exhibition with the head of a human in hand? But the head was so small that hardly anyone noticed.
Hey!
It's you. I saw the exhibition. You put on quite the show. You really gave those Sanctus what for? And you're one of us now, aren't you? Cheers to new friends. I feel like Glodell could possibly be a follower later on too.
That reminds me.
Apparently Lady Juna likes you too? She's staking her claim on some kid even though she's already with Lord Luis? Damn, Lady Juna's got stamina to spare. Whoa!
Got it.
Reception room is on the top floor. This will get you there.
What in the...
Magic controlled locking mechanism?
see.
Yeah.
There's different keys for different areas. Only select few ranking soldiers have them. The white clad.
Evidently.
Is this the penthouse up here?
Oh, nice.
Quit looking around so much. Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. Gargantuan man.
No.
I got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
I'm a bloody sergeant? We can settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Get your arse back to your post. That's an order. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs. Bastard.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there? Are you gonna move? Come on.
Here.
Lord Luis's quarter is just a reception room. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Hey.
What? No one noticed the ferry? Okay. Wasn't really
A
inconspicuous.
beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm.
You know what's interesting? The lips are actually synced with English and not Japanese.
Even now, united in the kingdom that...
Oh. Oops.
You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come.
Here we go.
So are you and Juna?
So, are you and Juna an item?
All this way, and that is what you ask for.
Well, I need to know.
You watch your damn mouth with Count Luis.
She stood before me, my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she said.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, she stands at my side. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
Easy. What?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall.
What?
A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. It might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city.
A soiree?
It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Damn, I got a bit of time, I think. That's like some days. I think Forgiveness Day is on August 7th.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this.
Bro, there's no way no one could notice her.
This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
Oh, wait. Lady Juna. She's a spy.
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Probably.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
I'm down.
You mean...
I like how the troubled soldier even goes as well.
Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. Don't make yourself scarce.
Damn, she's a sexy undercover spy with eyes bigger than her head.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing.
Should mention the thing about Juna as well.
I bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
Wait, what did they have a listening device on us?
That songstress Juna was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
Okay.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters.
But we
in the
gotta
car.
go through both because
So
they
I wanna
both
pick a
probably
time of
have
day where
loot.
There'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
But the luxury in that caters exclusively to the upper class. Wait, I want to go to that. I don't want to infiltrate the thing. They probably got like good food.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to
All of
prepare.
us excuse
Securing
ourselves?
an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe
Like the
formula,
Krabby Patty
then return
formula.
by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Eh?
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think?
That's not a
It'd be
stealth
risky
mission
as a mere
anymore.
Solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
He seemed very proud of his strength. Sergeant Xanth. He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner sectors.
Got it?
Preparations after tomorrow? The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow.
May I speak?
The day of the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize.
Let's rest.
Look at that.
Good night.
Got a few more
Time marches
days.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wait, we have until August 13th? That's giga days to plan this out.
Now then.
The ones holding the key. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward. A short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. The call for reinforcements. We may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we win their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. I have no idea what you're asking, Gozu.
Yeah.
We're gonna build up our strength by hunting bounties, or we may end up over our heads. The time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical, gather info about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities.
Then,
Got it.
Let's focus.
20 days left. Be with your allies in the warship harbor to infiltrate Luis's gauntlet runner. The interior is divided into 4 sections. You'll need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree. So I need to get the key. Wait, so I have to infiltrate the ship, beat the shit out of them. But won't they know at that point that I'm beating the shit out of them? I guess if I leave no witnesses. There's some Agent 47 hitman shit.
Let's head there.
I should increase rapport on the first few days.
What should I do?
Let's take as much quests as we can. Seen somewhere, I recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. As you've been traveling across the country helping those in need. Massacre 8 as well. During a training exercise, the city's guard corps were ambushed by a human. I need a special medicine. Monster infested forest. Derived from a fruit called the dragon thistle berry in Gracia Forest.
If you can help.
One berry isn't going to be enough. I'll need 7.
Let's give it a shot.
I have to check the other cities for quests too.
Whoa.
2 days to get there.
We'll face danger here.
Well met, eh?
Wonderful.
They're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her. You'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle.
How absurd.
Executing Sanctor Estrada, the Sanctus Church fails to see which issues are truly pertinent. It is the true intellectual creatures that should be protected. The talentless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important. And you're not talentless? Small wonder that fools like you are ignorant to the true nature of talent. Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing, so here I shall bestow this gift upon you. The Magical Future from Julian. I got a free book. Beauty is all? How disgraceful. Of course, there's more to the world than beauty.
That's enough now.
Lovely.
Just can't stand it. Oh, this blooming heat. Wonderful. Oh.
Then we meet at the Hushed Honeybee. I'm a bit of a regular there. I want to see the exhibition, so I got the courage and took a carriage. And of course, I saw your exploits there firsthand.
Now what am I to do?
I've heard rumors about his Gauntlet Runner's crew. They say the ones he put in charge of things are especially dangerous. Don't draw their attention if you can avoid it. As a fellow Honeybee regular, I'm pulling for you.
Gone clammy all over.
What am I gonna do? Brandon. So that's what it's come.
The Julian fellow on the poster is popular with the Ishkia, but I cannot take him seriously. He's telling people not to kill monsters in the wasteland. Planning for 100 years in the future. All those Ishkia have him, you'd be better off listening to his Eminence Forden.
Stop!
You're the one from the exhibition? Good work uncovering that scandal. Boy candidate exposes church's dark side. Which is actually a huge problem. Do you have any idea how busy I've been trying to cover up this incident? What?
Well met, eh?
Wonderful.
What's up?
I had to pop by Warship Harbor for work earlier and the place was crawling with Luis's soldiers. I was terrified, but then I overheard them talking and they were complaining about their job like any of us would. Who's been your favorite voice acting so far? Gallica. That kind of thing makes you think they're people too, aren't they?
Brandon. What am I gonna do? They've gone clammy all over it. Got a minute?
If you disappear, but I'd say clear the Warship Harbor. Luis's Gauntlet Runner is docked there, and as you'd expect, it spawned a deluge of nasty rumors about its crew. Not just about Luis and Glodell, mind you, his ranking officers are all a bunch of ruffians.
All right then.
The quest there. The Night Prowler has a quest. The Arena Front Wharf has a quest. Oh, there's a new follower at the Merchant's Bazaar. Holy shit, there's so many quests.
Where to?
There's no new quests here.
All right, where to?
Okay, it doesn't look like there's quests here either.
All right then.
Let's go.
Greetings.
If it isn't my friend Whisk, what a pleasure, but why the face? You're looking at me like I'm a stranger. But you visited Night Prowler. I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral and a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respectable Ishkia noble, whereas I am but a humble parapus entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the high kind of man he is. You'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor that you'll find useful. Fondness for blood sport. Ishkia, fellow positively dripping with disdain for us common folk.
Well then.
Let's give it a shot.
A Colosseum.
All right.
A pompous Ishkia who enjoys fighting at the Colosseum.
Let's not.
All right then.
One quest here. What is this guy selling today?
Greetings.
Rejuvenation Bell? For 20,000?
Can we talk?
No. I don't want that.
What now?
Medium HP recovery every turn in battle, but it's actually awful how little HP it gives. It gives like 20 HP per turn, or 12 or something.
Young man. What's this? Yeah? Young man.
Oh.
I see you made that exhibition. You satisfied with yourself? Allowing sanctuaries to be executed just to make yourself stand out is exactly the sort of selfish nonsense and a delinquent like you would think up. Who are you again? You mean you've forgotten me? I'm Goddard, champion of the Roag tribe. Most unfortunately, I couldn't participate in the exhibition, but still, I'm a candidate prepared to do whatever it takes to win.
Oh, come off it.
You're that showboating candidate from the exhibition? Just some advice, but you should try to slay low. Going against the Sanctus is right dangerous. A craftsman. And Stroll is here. One who denounced the Roig Sanctorus at the exhibition, but the support you have earned pales in comparison to mine.
Dismissed.
Is Luis strong? He can defeat humans, right? And a chance to observe the unit he commands in battle at the front lines. That's the sort of thing that children should hear.
I'm in it. Welcome.
Katharina? Raising bounty rewards? No need to thank me. I'm sure Bounty Hunt's calling your name too. Yo! Fat Leech. Lamentable dead in the Tomb of Lament north of Brylehaven. That's a lot of money.
This is what I've got.
Personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. It's not just undead that are under his thrall. Sometimes it's like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard. You have to fight both at the same time. The Tomb of Lament.
Show me what you've got.
Extremely rare chalice of legends. Bring it back as evidence.
Let's do it.
4 blips. Increases courage.
Let's see here.
That's a long journey. Holy shit. Oh, but you can go from there to there.
It's your and right there's a labyrinth.
Okay. That's better for time management. It was like the King's Rock, and my own face was in the corner. Sure, it was yours? I wish it wasn't. I would never want to be king. I think it's because I've been giving a lot of advice lately. Word got around town, and strangers come up to me. You never abandon someone in need, they say.
Now what am I to do? How did I wind up here?
Are these candidates protected by that special magic everyone's on about? You know, the one that's prevented anyone from having a go at you? That sort of favoritism rubs me the wrong way. If the goal is to prevent fighting, why not cast that magic over everyone in the country?
Why is this happening?
If that were the case, we'd be unable to execute criminals. Villains would do as they pleased. But if only the top candidates are protected, couldn't they just systematically crush anyone with half a chance from the lower ranks? Yes. The majority of citizens in this country are lowly commoners. Using magic as a shield to crush the weak is cowardly. It is those of low status who control the fates of those above them. This time, the elite do not hold all the power.
What's going on?
Look at that.
Now what am I to do? I wind up here.
Stop!
Hang on. Isn't that... Let's see. Yep.
Now what am I to do?
Sailor on break. Our last voyage sure was roughin'. The sea was calling to us. With the pulling, we damn near answer. When the sea starts acting eerie-like, we sailors call that the pull. There's magma crystals with what sank to the bottom of the seas, and they do strange things to boats. The balls of seawater floating in the distance. That phenomenon happens in town on occasion too, and it chills a sailor to the bones. It's like your feet want to walk on the walls instead of the floor. Or the walls have become the floor. Probably a mech later where you walk up on the walls.
That's the one from the exhibition.
Remember what you did at the exhibition? Not bad for a filthy Elda.
That's awful.
Knock him dead out there, Elda boy. Stop dead gorgeous, I heard. She sings like an angel. Sure wish I could hear it just once.
All right then.
Too many simps.
All right then.
Oh wait, I didn't take the guy's quest.
Well met, eh?
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep trying to take as many quests as we can, and then we can sort order how to proceed from there.
I'm in trouble now.
My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill, I take monster horns and engrave them. When my techniques have progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with, they fall apart as I'm working. There's a horn worthy of my scale. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgus, whose horn surpasses all others. But the tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. I think the task can only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of the brave. If only someone like that was about ahem. You can find Argus, and then the Nest of Monsters, Forsaken Tower.
Let's give it a shot.
4.5 blips.
Gotta get prepared. Say there.
All right then.
My God, so many quests. Let's grab these two next.
Let's go.
To strategically knock out as many as I can. The help anyone need? That's right. And they used to be able to harvest food at the Forsaken Tower in the north.
Right then.
Crash, thank you for the 8 months.
You there?
Hey.
Oh, my place to put walls around people because of tribes, status, or religion. You never know to look at me, but I studied at the Mage Academy and I'm not open about it, but I can't say I trust the church. I spend the rest of my days alone with no one to rely on. But you know what? I think you might be able to change that.
Blooming heat.
Quest.
Excuse me.
Please make me your apprentice.
Huh?
You're the candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice. Look for a wild flower. Leave it to me.
If so.
August 10th,
Right.
so before then.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, I just have to go to the church? Oh, that's easy. That doesn't take any time.
Hey.
Yeah, I need the informant for that.
And what do you...
Don't get near the church. Gambling stall silver? There's a gambling stall?
Really now, gone clammy all over this damn private army.
So something is the Brilhaven's army. You try to sneak a rat into Lord Louisa's gauntlet runner and we'll have his grizzled little head on display in front of the church. Seems like a bit of a threat. Sailors got swizzled and lost all their coin. Wait, there's a gambling den? Jin the candidate, a proper con artist, someone who tricked your sailors with a sham business deal. Who was it that introduced him? Unidentified corpse. Monkers. Oh, a gold beetle. Nice.
Oh, hell. Oi! What on earth are you doing?
Who knows what the mustard are up to? Lord Milo just looked this way? Have you ever seen such a beautiful face?
Yeah?
Really?
Boy.
It's you.
You're the young man who dazzled at the exhibition, aren't you? I enjoyed your unique presentation. Your accomplishments were hardly impressive, but if polished, you may shine. As a special favor, I'll allow you the honor of joining my entourage. I'm also a candidate.
Why did this happen?
this guy's quest. View of the sea.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Oh my.
These bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me. It hurts so damage. I've started seeing tooth monsters. I need my teeth extracted. I'd give 15,000 Reeve. A quick jaunt away. We got a gauntlet runner. It's a pride of Ainundo. The toothbrush of Hygienia. What? The toothbrush of Hygienia?
Let's give it a shot. That's where you want to go.
Okay. So we got to go through here, up here, up here, and then continue the journey to here like that.
Just can't stand it.
Let's give it a shot.
The toothbrush of Hygienia.
All right then.
Oh, there's a magic shop here at night. One more quest to take at the arena front wharf. And then we'll fulfill the thing at the church.
What's that?
Man in pain. Oh, that guy. Overdid it this time. You don't have a medicinal herb on hand. Got my ass kicked in the Coliseum. Spare him one.
Thank you.
You're the one, so please take this reward. Briny threads, tail bait.
Our business is done.
What do you think of the Saintors' crimes which were brought to light at the exhibition? Those were the sins of one woman with no bearing on the crown theocracy as a whole.
Well met, eh?
Lovely, innit?
What is it?
What's up, Nutella? Back when you're old enough to buy, you had that candidate everyone's been talking about. Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing. A kid like you in the race. The miraculous mead. If there's something, I'll give you my brew, sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of it. I'll throw a little extra too. If you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign.
Amazing.
The Chalice of Legends. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's two different quest givers that want this Chalice of Legends. Nobody can say if the cup even exists. That's a great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life.
Let's give it a shot.
Didn't we take a bounty for something like that? Well, maybe we'll be able to double our reward then. Seems like a pretty lavish bounty attached, so let's knock it out. Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby little Elda. Out of my sight? You know me, I trust. I can respect such sophisticated tactics. Go on, I'll hear you out. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered. Such a tawdry arena, this. I've seen greater wonders.
Amazing.
Ever tasted a giant sandworm?
Hang on.
If you visit the legendary tower north of the city, aha.
I'm in it.
Hail, warriors.
Let's not.
Okay, so I guess the Colosseum will come after the events here. Oh, okay, so I kind of have this mapped out, but it's going to be a fucking journey, dude. It's going to be a giga journey.
Where to?
I need to make sure that I'm like really well stocked.
Really now?
All right then.
Where's the weather forecaster? Morning, Yukato. Oh, that's the other thing. I had to be back by fucking Forgiveness Day.
What now?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's in 4 days from now. Oh, that's so tricky. I could burn time until Forgiveness Day. No, the dental distress thing, I have 17 days for that.
All right then. Where to? All right then.
There's rumors that Saint Fermi's church. Okay, let's go to the church.
All right then. Where to?
First stop, the church. Because that doesn't take up any time.
What is it?
Hey.
Any flowers?
Come on.
There's something about it that's unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The saint said it was valuable too, so it's worth a closer look.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Legend crit rate and purple crit damage is 89 quality. That's nice. You should try to sell that.
Oh, this blooming heat.
I didn't say I'd give it. Oh. I had to give it to him. It's all sparkly. This is going to be great. You just got to give this friend to my friend. Say, I love you, please.
I don't know.
You really think he should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Increased tolerance.
All right.
Oh, big.
Pardon me.
Can you read and write? Write me a letter? I want to send it to my son in Grand Trad, but I don't know how to write.
Could.
Let's help them? Wait. Does this not take time? When's the last time I saved? Oh my god, my last save was like 5 hours ago.
Pardon if you...
Okay, I don't think this takes any time. Hey, Bitman.
I am in your debt.
It's been 3 years since you left for Grand Trad, or wait, 2? Things have changed quite a bit while you've been away. There's autosaves. It actually autosaves really frequently. The dog you loved since you were a wee boy has finally become a mother. We got 4 new members in our family. What happened while my son was gone? 4 puppies were born. Lately, everyone's nattering on about a tournament to decide the next game. Everybody expected an era would come where us common folk could choose. There were beautiful girls among the candidates. Wait, no, leave that out. What struck me is that I heard there was a boy younger than you among the candidates, and apparently he's an Elda. Aren't yees? I think I was talking about the tournament. One candidate was young. As I listened to the stories of these people, I felt like I could understand how you might have felt when you ran away from home. While you were young, you should go wherever your heart leads you, but if you get tired, you have home to return to. No new allies yet. Well, new follower, but not new ally.
My seed. Thank you.
Oh.
I am in your debt.
Nice.
All right then.
Okay, I had to plan out my route. One who fights vainly to effect change.
Oi. Say. I'm chuffed.
Good warrior and fearsome beasts. I guess the Coliseum will open up after we finish Brylehaven entirely.
Hey, you.
Oh, the weather person. That's who I was looking for.
Stupendous.
You there.
If you'd like to know the weather tomorrow, just say the word. I can predict it up to 2 days in advance. 2 days in advance is actually fucking useless because the places that I need to travel to are further than 2 days away.
All right then.
Let's go. Hey.
Ah, you've come.
Great fairy dust. Revival medicine. Okay. Gambling stall silver.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Yeah, but forgiveness say is only for buying though. I don't think it's for selling.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Fist of Salvation, Spiked Gloves, Tekken.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Quartz Mace.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Witch's Earring.
Now then.
Okay, so now comes the tricky part. Planning my route so that I get back in time for Forgiveness Day. If I leave now, will I be back in time for Forgiveness Day?
All right then. What now?
Yeah, I gotta talk to the tavern dude and get all the informant stuff. Thanks for the reminder. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there is enough time, actually.
All right then.
Where is it? Oh, that's close enough. I need foodies. Any suggestions? Dude, I want pasta so bad. Pasta sounds so good.
I'm just incredulous.
Please talk to me.
Thank you.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, mister.
Oh, very nice.
Not that we're aggressive, but pair them with ale. Seafood taste is superb.
Oh, grand. Hey, listen.
Incredulous.
Catch your own fish.
Huh?
What's the signature dish here? Fish.
Huh?
Tell me about the city. There's also a holiday called Forgiveness Day where all the stores offer discounts. The tradition originated here in Brylehaven.
Huh?
Do candidates come here often?
Hey, listen.
All right.
Fancy it.
I'm gonna need a lot of info.
Oh, very nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cheers.
A village called Inundo. The shopping to do there, they mostly sell rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe you polish it out, you'd find some rare treasures. Hell's boiling bath bomb, which is bath salt, mellow milk, as well as toothbrushes. Oh my god, it's a Gamba village. You buy rusty items and polish them and hope they become better items.
Cheers.
There are a lot of shops in Brylehaven dealing in rare ingredients. Marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt. The only specialty good you can get from a village nearby is the mellow milk. The younger of the Magnus brothers is cooking? Not good. Fiend of the Forsaken Tower.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck, that's far.
And there's a campground.
There's a runner.
Oh, shit. Along the way, you could raise your rapport with, the cute girl, the brawler. What's her face?
We'll face danger here.
This place.
A particularly powerful giant called the Orgus.
Just between us.
Be careful when it stores up power. Its next attack will hurt. Keep your defenses up. I heard if you can remove its buff before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. It's weak against dark magic. Buff removal. I could remove buffs with Vorpal Slash, but I need a gunner in my party for that.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lament. The bounty is called Fat Lich. People say it's a ghost. The real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called a Kamenza. It's not just fighting two enemies at once. When the Kamenza's around, Fat Lich's attacks get stronger. He uses powerful dark magic. You'd better off prepare ways to protect against magic or use the Kamenza's weakness, Wind. Fat Lich is weak to light.
No kidding.
There's a Guptoros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. Piercing. Avian of Gracia Forest.
Want in on this?
Dragon Thistle Berry. The Cocosados that lords over the area loves them too. Terrifying attacks. If it sees an opening, some might even kill you instantly. What? What's that Cocosados? Magic that hardens your defenses. Weak to projectiles.
Just between us.
Fuck, it would be good to have a gunner then.
Got it.
Security guard Salva.
Fancy a bit of info?
Caradrius is guard chief. Some business with him. He's not suddenly have an opportunity to meet with Cholfin. His job's to patrol the Caradrius. The chief security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luisa's trust with his strength. An almighty igniter? Oh.
Just between us.
Weak to projectiles and lances. I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances. Where do you hear this from? Wow, a lot of enemies weak to piercing.
Fancy a bit of info?
Caradrius helmsman Cabio is stationed on the bridge. She acts so sweet and has a lovely voice. Oh, Judah. He's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman among all his minions. Weak to electric. He had a traumatic experience in a storm. When the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Oh, fight him when the weather is bad, huh?
Thanks.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Glacham is in charge of the port corridor. He's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. Intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman, swinging his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for it or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against daze. All the blood rushes his head, so he falls for being provoked really easily, though.
I guess so.
A tank.
Fancy a bit of info?
That old fart, maintenance chief Siba, he's in charge of the starboard corridor. Strong as you'd expect concerning the authority he's been giving, his magic that repels attacks.
Just between us.
His barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective, so you gotta remove the barrier.
Let's see.
The commander can do that.
Fancy a bit of info?
The man named Sergeant Xanth. He's the officer in charge of the Carandrius crew quarters. Large man, strength is justice.
Just between us.
Weak to burn and poison. Weak to statuses in general.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, so many things!
Hey, listen. I'm just incredulous.
Wonderful.
All right then. Let's go.
Yeah?
Oh, this blooming heat.
So there's a... I'm thinking I might...
Hey,
I might pass the time until we have to go.
Hello, missus.
Maybe.
Ripping, missus.
Let's see.
Oh, this blooming
All right
heat.
then.
Let's go to
have
the
that
Gauntlet Runner and see how many days it would take to actually complete this journey. Wait.
okay. What's the plan?
Goodbye.
I need to also see where the next treasure is on top of that. And I need to take a shower.
Got it.
Read the Oceana entry about the tomb. A cemetery. Okay. All right. So time to plan out this excursion because it looks like it's going to be a really long one. None of these have a deadline that's particularly close by.
What now?
The gear from the shops might also be really helpful.
What now?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days off. And if we leave now, it's gonna take more than 4 days to get back.
Are we departing?
Now then.
Nice little village.
Certainly.
3 days.
Keep your wits about you.
It's your call.
There's a runner. It's a campground. We'll face danger here. There's a runner.
Looks charming.
A village, I believe. Calling for a breather, are we?
This place.
I could teleport back for 1 day, but then I would have to travel from here again.
What A village, I believe. We'd be safe there. A village, I believe.
We could fulfill a request there.
2 days.
You seem interested, lad.
Yeah, but it's your call. Nice little village.
2 days.
Danger.
3 days.
And right there's a labyrinth.
4 days.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Ah, I see.
We'd be safe there.
I think the play is to stall it out to Forgiveness Day and then depart.
Here's where we are now.
I feel like that's the play.
Here.
Looks charming.
Danger.
Because once we enter a dungeon, if we return back to the town on the same day, we'll be too tired to actually go to the shops. It won't let us go to the shops.
A village, I believe.
Forgiveness Day is 4 days away, but this excursion is I think a 4 or 5 day excursion. Yeah, if I leave now, I'll miss it.
Understood.
Okay, so the new strat. We're gonna stall and raise rapport. We're gonna raise rapport and then after we raise rapport, we'll get equipment from Forgiveness Day. Then we'll go on a 5 day excursion, come back, and then we'll start infiltrating the thing. No safe scumming is ever allowed. As in no can do. This is 3 days of rapport as is. More than 3 days, because Maria... Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Maria first. Yeah, okay. I have this mapped out in my head.
Mister.
We want to get to rank 7 with Maria so that we can get the post EXP
Mister.
bonus. Had a grand trad.
You know.
Is Mr. Norris there? Do you think he can help make a sign?
Yeah.
Aha!
And no cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create. You can help, right? You piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? There's lively line work and vibrant colors.
Genius!
Budding artisan, are you not? This sign is to brighten up the gloomiest avenues and grayest boulevards. Repels both rain and ravenous bugs. He's got that good.
Amazing.
I think he'll do a good job.
Yeah.
I hope it won't be a bother. Ahoy, young lady. It should be installed at the optimal angle, so I'll need to handle that myself.
Let's go.
Now then.
Step back and leave me space to work. Damn, deluxe. Built to last, I've outdone myself once again. I'm sure you'll all agree.
You know.
I'm supposed to nurse to make this for you. You said the last time was too old, so do you like the one we made instead? Maria designed it.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Perfect way for the inn to greet new guests. Just look at all the smiling faces. If he could see you now, he might even shed a tear.
You all.
How about a feast on the house, of course, to thank you all for this.
Oh.
Free meal.
Oh, good.
It looks amazing. She loves it. Mission complete.
Okay.
But it made her cry. Do you think Papa would cry too? I picked a bad option. Do people cry when even when they're happy? You outdid him. You did a great job. A little bit, yeah. Am I just like Papa now?
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
One triangle again. Doomsh. When you give me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. Your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside.
By the way.
Everyone is suffering just like I was, but I'm okay now. Handshakage.
I wonder if Papa is watching.
I'm sure that boy's feeling okay too.
Maria!
Okay, I need one more rank with her, then I can get bonus EXP. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you'll need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route before the day of the soiree. Highs, May. Holy shit. 3 different people are nighttime report increases. Alonzo, Brigitte, and Heisme. Significantly improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. Need rank 8. Discounted at the magic shops. Unlocks analyze data for all enemies with certain exception. That's OP as fuck. What? You would just know enemies' weaknesses and strengths without having to fucking throw random shit at them? We should work on Heisme though, because so that we can unlock the assassin. We need 2 ranks with him to unlock the assassin. If you're busy, might we discuss it another time? Could you teach me? It'll help me understand you. With my overflowing eloquence, I was able to convince Heisman the significance of observing his training. Yes!
I see.
Royal attributes. You'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard.
Now then.
A little test. Let us begin. You're wide open. It'd be a simple thing to slit your throat. You were careless. You are so cool.
All right.
Wow, so cool. Don't rely on sight. You must censor your very skin. The enemies aren't gonna wait for you. Your body must move on instinct. Ultra instinct. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to.
Then
a drink. What do bats drink? Guano? Got some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. A cup of tea. As good as the spirits back at home. Do you miss your hometown?
Hold on. No.
Oh, you just reminded me of my son. It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight. Instead, he got the shit beat out of him by a mob and died in a pool of his own blood. Saddies. Another wish unfulfilled. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death. Everyone else buries their bodies as they are without giving them to the flame.
The truth is,
it's the way of the Ujif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Then those who remain must lay the bones to rest somewhere suitable for the deceased. I've yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest.
I apologize.
Let's find his place.
No.
No room for detours or of any inconvenience. I can't put that burden on you. It's a favor for a friend.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Big. That was the right option. A toast then to cement our vows.
Cheers.
Handshake, EG.
My boy, are you watching?
Displays the location of strong enemies on dungeon maps. Liking metaphor so far? Yeah. Inclined to try some personas? No. We can save this for any time when you're free. I'm grateful that you'll help me, though. I dare say tonight I'll rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis's.
Let's make it happen.
True.
19 days remaining.
It's really coming down.
I hear a voice. Barden. The weather is extremely bad. But I don't want to exchange my mag. Oh, but I should check the accessories. I gotta check the accessories every day to see what the guy's selling.
Let's go. Hey.
Greetings. Well then.
Knight's bracelet.
Can we talk?
Bonus strength.
What now?
Squire's bracelet. This should be an upgrade. Six strength. Nice. 3 more strength. Okay, today we should prioritize Stroll and those guys because of them being in our party. Wow, the weather's giga shitty.
All right then.
Hey.
I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance. On the outskirts of Grand Trad, as we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest before dusk. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. This place looks like shit. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. You want CD and Mass? Or both CD and Mass violent out, or just your preference? I mean, would I use it if it wasn't? To someone who has access to every engraving possible. What? Yes, I guess. To your question. Both of your questions. The near settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give out on several occasions. It was once the Hume village's main road, full of people crossing every which way. Used to be able to see mountains cresting over the horizon. I see it in my mind.
If so,
7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Nothing more than another mouth to feed, fitting I suppose with the burden I'd become. I think I just gave an option that gave 0 triangles. I went to the side of the manor, but all I found was rubble. Wow. Okay, I'm looking at his petticoat right now, and for some reason, the strings on his petticoat just look like a bunch of dicks. Like there are 5 vertical dicks lined up on his coat. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
Corner of my father's study that seems to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey.
I'm going over there to do that alone, but would you mind waiting nearby? How unlike you? Don't be such a baby. You would tease me at a time like this, though I suppose I have a rather darkened the mood. Don't be such a baby. I think I just gave all the worst answers to this scenario. It's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance. It was said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. What are we waiting for?
But
more specific than that, the letter is unfinished. No one expected a murderous, rampaging human?
Damn it. Sorry.
I got 1 triangle, guys. 1 whole triangle. I feel only shame at such endearments, but as it stands, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people, so that they would see our house rebuilt.
Definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. I can make the people speak the name of House Haliatus with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, my beloved son. Handshaky G.
I must use my nobility for good.
While in reserve, the amount of experience Troll gains increases. I have no idea who that might be. Tell me about your father.
That's
a big man, so much that standing next to my mother made her look teeny, but despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. Nice, Draco. Hey, Kyrion. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grandchild was able to source fresh fish from Brilhaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
He spoke highly of the fish markets, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. Will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless. I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Troll asked me to help track down his inheritance. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. Alright, I should prioritize that since that doesn't take time.
Let's head back.
Probably during the day.
Interesting.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
I love it.
He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral.
All right then.
Rotomaro, thank you for the 1 year. Welcome to Cat Badge Committee.
Let's go.
Fish market, fish market. Fish, 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 fish. Fish. Wait, I wonder if there's different bounties here. I imagine it's the same bounties, but I'm not gonna check just in case. Same bounties. Fish.
What's up?
Boy, there.
Dear me.
Sapper pendant, vitality pendant.
Can we talk?
Fish.
Oh, there.
Fish.
Whoa. I'm off. Whoa.
Blue cheese.
Thanks. Oh, there.
Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
Well, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Gold beetle. Fish, fish, fish. Hey, this is fish.
Oh, there. Until we meet.
Is it a daytime thing? Fish. Fish?
Oh, I'm in it now.
Fish?
Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
This is alright, isn't it?
It must be a daytime thing. It's the only thing I can think of.
Why?
I see no other fish. I guess I'll just try again during the day. It's not really going anywhere. What? One of Brigitte's contacts then? I am. Besides to stand guard here, she told me not to let anyone but an Elden kid through. Come on in, I suppose. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Everyone!
The anti-igniter terrorists' hideouts has been burnt to the ground. Local village, a front for criminal fiends, torched thanks to renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigitte Lyacon. Wait, she didn't do that. She's being framed.
At this time.
Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital, Grand Trad, once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye.
They have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigitte. But they're lying. It's my word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me? I didn't do anything. But the people I met at that village, they're dead now.
Those people.
That was not a magic anti-igniter group. It was a Sanctus church, or rather, those who perform its dirty work. Oh, the little UG, the innocent UG were murdered. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against violence around them, so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. And by taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though he stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible. In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total unquestioning obedience. What will you do? Killing some churchmen won't change anything, not when the whole institution's rotten. This world is a horrific place defined by inequality and intolerance, and those who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church.
In those days,
I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even though all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arm. That's when I decided from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. And the weak always die. If they'll lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here, making myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. You can't give in to fear.
Listen.
They're scared, but you can't give in to them. With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why won't you let me give up? Wait, really? That doesn't really seem like a rank up, but handshake G.
why did you?
Significantly improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. Oh, shit. When you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there? It won't be hell.
Trust me.
Will all this finally come to an end? Colin Brigade down and wait until she fell asleep before I left the room.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Idols Day. 2 more days then until the holiday.
Somehow.
A great number of the city soldiers have been injured. They had a run-in with a human. The group that was attacked was comprised mainly of new recruits.
That reminds me.
Transfer all Snork T10 gems or nah? You can either transfer them all or leave Doomsday untransferred. Tomorrow is Forgiveness Day. Yes. Heisme. If I get his to 3, then I could advance him to a assassin. Though he's currently a fighter. Oh, wait. The fish. Fish G. Wait, tomorrow is Forgiveness Day?
What now?
Today, Big Bargain Day. Tomorrow's not Forgiveness Day. The day after is.
All right then.
All
right then.
Fish G.
Let's go. Come to think of it. Say there.
Ridiculous. That damned Louis. Welcome.
Fresh fish, get your fresh fish. I've got bargains.
Welcome.
If it swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here. It's all fresh as the ocean breeze. The Count of Halia, and just how do you know such a great man? Acquainted with his son, I hate to break it to you, but you're an Elda, and Clamar nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you have something of his? The Count of Halia, he saved my skin once when some pain in the arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in that market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, and a noble buying things himself. Did his son really like fish? You really do know him, don't you? I know another merchant you speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet his merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral.
Oh, what'll I do? What's up? What now?
The merchant near the Grand Cathedral. Is that not the Grand Cathedral, or is that talking about this guy over here?
I certainly can see it being
You
used.
there? The by now?
Say there.
What is there to be done?
Yeah?
What's up?
Merchant. Wait.
Now what am I to do?
Wait, Grand Cathedral. This is the Grand Cathedral.
Well met. Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
The merchant near the Grand Cathedral. Met a merchant by the cathedral.
Oh, I'm in it now. Ridiculous. Good goal.
You better quit while you still can. Take this. We can't go in the cathedral. The cathedral's blocked off. Oh.
And what do you want?
I do business via referral.
So
foolish, it arouses great pity.
Was acquainted with the late Count of Halia? Is that so? You say you know his son? The Count was an honorable, upsetting man. I doubt any of his son would associate with a riffraff like you. Did his fish stink? Shit. I need a little bit more imagination. I need level 3 imagination. Okay, for now. Wait, highs made during the day? Why during the day? Shouldn't his thing be at...
Ah, it's you.
Oh. Lay his son to rest.
My thanks.
Plenty of new graves, possibly victims of those dark doings in the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here among many his own age. It seems they don't cremate their dead here. Don't want my son feeling out of place, being the only child here in singed pieces. Running for a boy his age to fit in.
That means...
My thanks.
I think we do well to check other options.
My apologies.
I was somewhere deeper in the forest. Peaceful place at first, but it's not really so, is it?
No.
Pattering footsteps from beasts among the trees, the smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadow too.
True.
Too dangerous.
We shouldn't.
No problem.
Got it. My thanks. The truth is...
All you do is travel far and wide to find the perfect resting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones at sea, some bury them beneath a giant tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village's communal cemetery. After all that contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I loathed their indecision and looked down on them for it. But as I got on in years, I came to understand some things. It's not so easy to overcome the death of someone close. That's why when you lose someone, you need time for that very hesitation. I've certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes.
Even so...
You've already done more than enough for me. We can take our time.
Listen. Then...
It's time I'd like to see somewhere full of open space. What's the matter?
What happened?
No.
It looks like a place my son loved.
My son...
I think it was around the time he finally started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back up, all smiles. He would chase bugs through grass far taller than him, laughing even when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tight in his little fist. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the grass any moment, beaming and covered in burrs. But I know 'tis just an empty fantasy.
My apologies.
I didn't mean for you to see me like that, but yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful, the wind is gentle, it feels like a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too, he always loved to run with the wind in his face. And yet...
The truth is...
I just have one thing holding me back. That sweet smell on the wind reminds me of a faraway hill, the hill where my hometown lies.
What?
No.
I've not visited even once since I left. I sincerely doubt they'd welcome me back. The wind blows in my home sweeter than any I've known.
Let's go.
But...
Cannot let my floundering deprive my boy of his proper place.
I'm in your debt.
Walking this ground with you, I find myself determined to return home again. It feels like something I'd never have realized alone. I am grateful our paths crossed. It's time for a handshake, G. The aloof hermit, Heisme, keeper and inheritor of the thief's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and fulfill thy destiny.
I must come to a decision.
The party can now study the assassin. Bulg. Let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can spare the time. Let us rejoin our comrades. Assassino!
All right then.
All right. All right.
What now?
Skilled assassin can inflict hex and kill even powerful enemies in single hits if conditions are right. Lurking Nightblade deals medium physical dark damage to an enemy and decreases their hit and evasion for 3 turns. Steel may inflict hex on all enemies. Deals heavy physical dark damage to one enemy, may one-hit kill targets. Deals weak physical slash damage to one enemy 1 to 3 times. Absorbs MP. May one-hit kill target. Ooh. I wonder if this is chance-based, if luck would impact it. This archetype has a lot of luck on it. At level 1, it's 5 luck for agility. Alonzo.
Interesting.
All right then.
Well, am I? Royal Virtues. My imagination's still at 2.
All right then.
I'm gonna try to raise my imagination.
Pardon me.
Huh.
Thought-provoking folktale. I wonder if we can increase my imagination to 3 and just do Alonzo at the other night, because the merchant's probably only there during the day.
Thank you. A long time ago.
Faraway village, there lived an old woman with a talent for making miraculous remedies set to cure any illness. But the people of the village despised her medicine, which had a deeply unpleasant taste. It also had a terrible side effect causing terrible pain, as though the entire body was being stabbed with needles. Some even told her, I would rather die than endure such a fate. So they could not deny its effectiveness, and though they were reluctant, they sought her medicines when it was necessary. A man came to the village. The man said, I can make better medicine than the old woman's poison. From his pocket, he pulled a vial of sweet-smelling liquid and handed it to one of the sick. The sick man, who had been taking the woman's medicine for years, always looked ill. He eyed the vial with disgust, but after he quaffed it, his eyes widened in surprise. It tastes like sweet fruit, he said, and suddenly the pain and suffering of his malady vanished. The people were stunned by the medicine's effectiveness. The villagers begged the man for all the medicine he had. It was not cheap, but they offered the man what money and crops they could. They grew furious with the old woman as well. How dare you deceive us with poison disguised as medicine, they said. The woman looked as though she might deny the accusation, but then silently continued making her draughts. Now the people no longer were interested in her medicine. They shouted abuses at her, calling her a fraud, and eventually they drove her from the village.
All good.
Wait, I want to know what happens.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta do imagination one more time, it looks like.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That means... All right, then.
Tomorrow.
What now?
Tomorrow is Forgiveness Day.
Well met, eh? Wonderful. Hello again.
Isn't that...
Thank you.
Then,
And as a group, all the villagers sick drank the medicine the newly arrived man had brought with him. Doing so made their pain vanish into euphoria. Soon, even those in good health started to partake in this miracle medicine. But they soon discovered the effects were not long-lasting. Illness that appeared to have been cured soon relapsed. And worse still, the afflicted found their symptoms even more painful than before. We need more medicine, the sick cried. The medicine man, now in short supply, raised his prices, yet the sick continued to pay what he asked, despite its effects growing weaker and weaker. Until finally the village was too poor to pay. The man disappeared, leaving the sick writhing in agony behind him. The old woman was true to us, someone whispered, and the villagers hurriedly went to find her and beg for forgiveness. The old woman did not blame the villagers, simply handing them her bitter medicine. This time the sick endured the terrible effects and began to recover. Then the villagers asked the old woman, "Why did you save us? Did we not deserve punishment for rejecting you?" Quietly the old woman replied, "If a life can be saved, I would save it." The old woman continued to treat those who were suffering, asking for nothing in return, and eventually came to be celebrated as the Healer King. Some believe the Healer King was one of the most stirred, although voicing such heresy is forbidden by the Sanctus Church. I hesitate to speak of things like this given my position, and I couldn't say why, but I felt it was a tale you needed to hear. Well, much like the old woman's medicine, the truth often leaves a bitter taste, such as my thoughts on the matter.
Now then.
Nice.
Imagination.
This is one of the virtues a ruler must possess.
Why, that's...
Well then.
And now at night, we could raise Alonso's rapport.
Interesting.
And then tomorrow, we can purchase equipment from Forgiveness Day and continue that quest for Stroll.
Greetings.
Wait. Oh, wisdom. Nice. Outpouring of wisdom. I briefly outlined my journey so far to Alonso. Very intriguing. I'm keen to know more of these experiences. If you indulge me, have some free time right now.
Yes.
I know of a great spot. Alonso asked me to tell him about some of the things that happened on my journey.
I see.
An external force protects the candidates. For outsiders like myself, it's rather difficult to get a hold of accurate information pertaining to the royal magic. Information's quite the weapon, you know. All the more reason meeting you has been such a boon.
Understand?
If you really wanted to take down the other candidates, the most effective method would be investigating their families and homes for info you can use. Quite effective against blackguards who hide their misdeeds, naturally, but outstandingly so against good, upstanding family folk. To threaten them? You don't mean to threaten them, do you?
Of course.
I know it's not in your nature, but still, not every weapon has a pointed end. How's the story so far? Pretty good. It took a pretty dark twist in the last town. Right now, we're ramping up the encounter to Luis. A villain will always strike where it hurts most, like snakes, and those I associate with are usually the most venomous kind. Here comes one such associate now.
Oi.
How's the client situation looking? We have 20 at present. No delays securing their contracts. Arrangements have been made should any default on payments. One false move and I promise I will flay you alive myself. Understand, Cuculus?
Ridiculous.
An underlanding on the landowner I'm working with. Exceedingly cautious. Can't blame him, really. Said landowner is my true target. He's a foul one. He's been trying to take advantage of the struggle for the throne to net a huge fortune. I am his middleman. Of course, the landowner only lends because he knows he'll collect. So when he realizes he can't, that's an awful lot of money disappear into the void.
What?
And that's your plan all along, isn't it?
Now then.
I'll spare the details, but the man's money will end up in my coffers eventually. It's a curious thing. People are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. When all's said and done, it'll be his loss and my gain, and I do mean gain, and that's to buy a small village.
Well.
Maybe there's a future for you in this line of work yet.
Oi.
Yes.
He has my confidence.
Listen.
That flunky you talked to earlier, he's snooping around the village.
Hey.
I gave him a slip up before he saw me, but this is bad. Did they find out how you're connected to the village?
No.
My hometown or not, there's no way they'll catch on to what I'm up to now. He'll turn up nothing and that'll be the end of it.
Yeah.
All the same, you should pack your things in case things go south. I'll bring the money to the sash soon. That lackey of his, I didn't expect him to move so quickly. He even dug up my roots.
You...
Push comes to shove, I may end up needing your help. Your muscle, that is. I'm gonna buy my hometown with the money I'm bilking from the landowner. He's the one bleeding my village dry to begin with. I gotta make this piece of deception succeed at all costs.
Hey.
How about checking on this village with me? I've got a strange nagging feeling about all this. If you cut me in.
Yeah.
Thank you, truly.
That's fine, just name your price. I owe you one. Handshake, G.
Mother.
Hometown's a small village. It's nearby, in fact. If it were up to me, we'd head there straight away. I know you have a schedule. Even so, I implore you, do not delay for long.
Time marches on, and the age of a new
At
king
last!
draws nearer.
It is finally the day. Forgiveness Day.
Speaking of...
The cemetery near Brylehaven called the Tomb of Lament.
Hey, listen!
Big sales throughout the city. Don't miss any. And it's Barden.
Well met, eh?
All right then.
All right.
All right then. Let's go.
Shit, did I check the accessory merchant yesterday?
What a mess. Well then.
Usual price. I already have one.
Real cheap today.
Forgiveness Day. 30% off. Oh, it's an extra 10% discount.
Got a bug.
Hey,
We've a sale.
Appraisal? Briny threads. Sailor's uniform. 170. Oh, there's 190. 50% off. Maximilian armor. Ooh.
Indeed.
Giga. Healing hauberk.
Yeah.
Big.
What now?
Switch that with a noble tuxedo. And he'll use the healing hauberk. Actually, if Heismay's using agility clothing. Divine speed clothing. 155. No. Giga.
This is on
50% off. Fortune's Bludgeon. This is 50% off? Holy fuck. It's very expensive for 50% off. Fishing Harpoon. Jesus.
good.
Guillotine Blade, bonus damage against giants.
Oh.
The bourgeois abacus. The bourgeois abacus. Fortune's Bludgeon. I wonder if I should just buy it. What's up, Exa? Just to have it. But I'm not gonna run healer. Restores MP upon defeating an enemy during a squad battle. It's kind of meh. No, there'll be better stuff later on. Does have all stats +2 though. That's pretty sick. On other days, it'll be 40% off.
Now then.
Steel slab, guillotine blade.
Now then.
Are there optional side areas that unlock as you progress with the story? Yeah. There are.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Magic plat +2.
Now then. Now then.
Endurance 2, endurance 2, endurance 3.
Now then.
Silver headgear. The better version of that. Silver gauntlets.
Now then.
Monk's clogs. Maybe I should just purify these. One of those games that has the areas and previous areas locked off until you get past the later part of the game. Kinda, yeah. There's some sections of some of the earlier levels that have that.
All right then.
Now we go to the royal capital.
Let's go.
Closure.
Of course, the church is kindly offering its good at a reduced rate. Balm of life. Small HP recovery every turn in battle. Who can actually use that? Endurance +2, agility +2, endurance +3, strength +1, magic +1. Oh, this is agility +2. So yeah, it doesn't tell you that it gives agility +2. There's agility +2 and small HP recovery every turn and more defense. That's really good. Okay, we're in pretty good shape. I think we're good to go. Increases physical attack by 10%. I think I'm gonna give him that.
All right.
I'll keep Perfect Punch so that he has like a different attribute to attack with. Oh, she has 2 now. Guard lore. Ooh, that's pretty good.
All right.
Heisme only has 1 still. Increase all allies' defense for 3 turns. That seems really, really good, actually. Maracucaja. We should look at this shop too. Haven't looked at this shop in a while.
Ridiculous.
I've got quite the deal.
Yeah, so when starting immediately, our customers will be able to purchase our igniters at discounted rates.
Here.
There's little point in raising prices for you. You're an exception here. These are still giga expensive. But group attack up is kind of giga strong. Hey, Pineapple. I don't think I'll be using Reeve for a while now, so I'm gonna grab this.
Yeah.
It's actually full price. They got me good then. I just used up so much Reeve. How much money do I have left?
Yeah?
75,000?
What's up? Hello there.
Isn't that... Yep.
All right, this guy now.
And what do you want?
Did his fish stink? The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amazing as it was, I was worried how he would keep them fresh. That serves memories. The Count of Halia, that I remember, was a magnanimous man. He was genuinely kind to all he met. Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Tell me your story and I will listen. Actually, you are a friend of his son. I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance is spread, and con men have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
Appreciate your assistance.
I have indeed been entrusted with the inheritance, always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message.
All right then.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, I'm close to getting his thing to 7. Barden's can also be increased.
I'm sorry.
But what could I go what could I do at night is the problem. I could raise his rank today, but then when nighttime comes, what would I do? Perhaps Alonso. Wait, if I just report the quest.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it won't take time.
Hey. What do you think?
Crap!
I see.
Okay, 16 days left until the soiree, and the excursion will eat 5 days. Honestly, I think this is fine.
Hey. What do you think?
Hi, sword trick. Baby in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was taken back by his charisma. Tell me what led him to entrust your family's fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
Have you decided what you'll do with it?
That is...
That's easy to rebuild our house. The refugees are struggling. an option. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin. Easily part with estates they can't sustain. Offer this land to your people.
True. Quite.
Lord Hydron. You have anyone else? He would be a potent ally.
My ideals. Yes. No.
Wise words to live by. What does it mean? If you believe in your cause enough to see it done, then you will find a way. For the human attacked.
Just.
And you have no small role to play here, you know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin, and I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia.
Hey.
The future of many depends on our fight. Our hopes lie with you, Captain. Handshake, G.
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry them too.
Oh, he has another inheritable slot now.
Thank you.
Nice.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, my tolerance went up. Oh, that's almost at level 3 as well.
That reminds me.
Did you hear anything else about my father in his search? Strong sense of justice.
Sure.
Huh.
Is there anyone else I can speak to raise their report today? Ah, yes. Okay, perfect. Great. So tonight we raise Heismate to 4. That'll give him another inheritable slot. And then tomorrow we leave for the expedition. Perfect.
Apologies.
I managed to raise rapport with everybody for the entire time before we departed.
Ah, it's you.
Let's get to rest our wings once in a while. I've been thinking about the UG village. There may be no better place for my son to finally rest, but I've been away for so long, can't say they'll still accept me.
Yes.
Just east of Martira, the village is hidden, so I'd prefer a quiet and careful approach by carriage.
In days gone by,
Hasn't changed a bit. This is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way.
Tadari.
It's me, Heisme. I've returned and I have something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a long time. He's the leader of the village.
Just.
I should warn you now that you'll not be welcomed here. You might feel some hostility. I'm used to that. Why?
Why?
Well.
You and I are outsiders. Heisme, is that you? You're looking gray in the ears, my friend. What the fuck? Alien bat cat. I already left the Royal Knights, but it's good to see you again. Who is this? A traveling companion. He's standing in for the Tournament of Throne. I'm the future king. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
No.
I came to see the cemetery. I'm trying to find a place where my son can rest. Your boy's gone ahead of them. Passed away before I can bring him here. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely I thought he'd like the hill, but I know it's not something the villagers would easily accept.
Yes.
These are glorpers. You know, the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how they'll respond. Would you like me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it will prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy.
Please. Here.
I always used to train here when I was young. Look closely and you'll see this tree is riddled with the claw marks. And now because it was my claws that left them, brings back memories. Having shaken the tree, I'd get a swarm of bugs coming down my head. I cry, baby, eh? The villagers are here. They watch us from the shadows. He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped of his knighthood, wasn't he? And now he wants his child buried here? The boy wasn't even born in the village.
Oh.
Do you hear? Not very welcoming.
Well...
Exactly within my expectations then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss.
Heisman.
Seems like nobody had any problems with giving your son a place here. Master Tadari. Dude, they all look like alien cats. The urn is gone. Someone took his son's ashes and bones. A fallen knight brings shame to the village. Tadari was just too afraid to refuse, and that's all? Show yourself.
Hey.
I can't excuse the villagers' behavior. Still rejecting outsiders, still shutting themselves away. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Still, you stood for me. You spoke in anger on my behalf. And in that is my soul's salvation. Handshake, G.
My thanks.
Shall Cersei ends the village entire, no stone unturned. Doubtless that intrusion would only provoke further offense, but I haven't time to waste. There's an unease in the village for today. I think it best you leave.
Time marches on, and the age of a new
Okay.
king draws nearer.
I believe we leave for the expedition today.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Holy shit, that was a long time. But I believe we are ready.
Let's go.
Which T skill do I actually use on Shura? You don't have a choice which one you can use.
Everyone's here.
Now then.
There's much. Here's where we are now.
Deeds and diversions.
A village, I believe.
It's a campground.
That's where you want to go?
Currently stormy.
Tis something.
Okay, let me get the forecast.
Cheers.
It costs almost nothing to get the forecast. Also, let's take a shower.
Well then.
Shower daily.
Look at that. All right then.
You can shower once a day for 100 EXP.
Where to? Where to?
Where is the weather forecast person?
Let's
Oh,
go.
I should also check the accessory.
Young man.
Greetings.
Rejuvenation bell? Doo-doo.
All right then.
Where? Beetle.
All right then.
Where? What the fuck? I actually can't find it. Oh, there.
Let's go.
Historic play Peace Strike Expo CD gems in tier 4. You should not do that yet. Peace Strike and Expo gems are arc passive, not tier 4.
Simply amazing.
Putting Punishing Strike and Explosion gems on now would be a mistake. That would cost you damage.
Fate speaks. Let's see. Nice little village. This place.
We'll face danger here.
Yeah, the next couple days, the weather looks like it's fine.
I can see it.
Simply amazing.
All right then. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Right. Time for the old girl to shine.
What is the benefit
Now then.
in arc passive? Building gauge.
Nice little village.
Calling for a breather, are we?
I think we have a favor to do there.
It's your call.
Great.
What to pick?
Oh. I could raise Hulkenbergs. There's beard is so. I don't think he has a beard. I think he just has a mustache.
Ah, 'tis you. Sorry.
You need advice? I am here.
If so,
Rodont, the Knight Commander. My family found prominence through means beyond the wealth we lack, scholarship mostly, with some having developed a taste for politics. I was the outlier. My single-minded pursuit of martial arts put me quite outside their sphere. Considering my temperament, they had no idea what to do with me.
yes.
I literally had 2 people leave during Guardian because I got lower eye level people. The Guardian even hard. First week woes. What can you do? Volunteered for the Guard when I was quite young. Is it related to this game, Outcry? Or Loa? I thought that in the military I could blaze my own trail through strength alone, but well, such ideas were meaningless to House Hulkenberg. Before I had the chance to prove my abilities, I had already made arrangements to assign me to the knights.
But
I met Rodant in the course of my training as a new recruit. He was born into a storied Roig household, but his house dissolved and he joined the military after its decline.
that's why.
Oh, sure, write it, Outcry. If it's related to Baldur's Gate. I hear Hulkenberg and I think of the F1 driver. The F1 driver had a sponsor for Metaphor on his car because of his name. We were alike in that way, seeking to rise by our own individual efforts.
The truth is,
After our training concluded, Rodon was openly being considered for an appointment to the Princess Royal Guard. However, instead, it was I, still tender in years, who was selected. Yeah, look it up. Rodon lacked for nothing as a knight. He and I were equals in all things, save that my family had put the right words in the right ears. He was denied appointment to the Royal Guard, and instead he was sent to the front lines alongside the common footmen. When she was frustrated, he made a name for himself and returned to the order, but to see him rise to the rank of commander in such a short period of time.
no.
Rodon's current behavior does not befit a knight commander, and hardly bears saying that we cannot allow such abuse of power. Direct quote from article, BG3 hardcore fan buys 20k custom-made Astarian sex doll. Was it a good sex doll? But I cannot help but wonder whether it's even my place to judge him. Even as I sought to carve my own path, my knighthood only came at my family's behest. Well, you want to know, don't you? If someone spent $20,000, you gotta be at least a little curious. Yeah, are there any Yelp reviews for this? Yelp? Are there any Amazon reviews for this? Even as I sought to carve my own path, my knighthood only came at my family's behest. And after failing to protect my charge, I left the capital a wanderer. All these lofty words, what weight do they bear from one such as I, a knight errant and erred, failed in her solemn duty? That's still a knight.
Listen.
That's wrong.
I picked the wrong answer. Once upon a time, I thought myself righteous. I respected order, brought many criminals to justice, and saw many punishment meted out.
Alas.
Yet looking back, I know it was only a matter of convenience, a way to disguise the weakling I was. I'm getting sick as we talk on this thing. In my time as a knight, I failed to protect the prince and abandoned my post to seek him out with no more honor than a thief in the night. Fled my family and I fled my knighthood. Who am I to claim any chivalry over him? So you'll say nothing?
So then...
I was simply afraid to face him, facing who I once was. You're better than this.
It'll be fine.
You think me braver than the woman who speaks of fear?
You know.
'Tis the way of a broken sword, I suppose. Brute force will avail to nothing.
I see.
Giga option. But you've always been there to remind me I'm truly indebted to you, Whisk. Handshake G.
Tis finally time I settled this. Sorry.
It's coming our way!
Most peculiar, color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. To the deck.
Now's the time! As look
Blue Elementa.
I'll use what I must.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
No. I'll use this.
You hit no weakness. Nice moves,
I can't afford sword master.
I don't think I have any fire.
These are just small fry. If we play it cool, we'll cruise
But
right
slash
through.
slash will work against them. Holy!
Reinforcements?
Great, reinforcements. Four left.
Let us clean up
Don't
this
let up.
mess.
He just did omega damage.
Power of kings. There's a better way. Witness our strength.
Tiger Eruption Fist.
We'll team up.
This is it.
Three left.
A halfway
Now,
decent
what's
result.
the play? No point wasting this. Give me your aid!
Bamboo splitter.
Not the right move. Sword master! I'll cut you down! Even easier than expected.
Giga.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Inundo.
Just a moment.
It's practically a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. So it's my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting. Any chance to know what CPU you end up getting? Me? My CPU? It's a 7950X.
That reminds me.
Village is pretty poor. Cannons would defeat all the monsters for us. Even the seeds have it rough. Ooh, I should buy all of these. The toothbrush of Hygienia. Hell's boiling bath bomb. I only... Oh... Yeah, the 7800 X3D is like probably the best thing that you can get for now, but like there's a new CPU, there are new CPUs around the corner. A returning player to lowest 1617, no 40 set of trans, I might just bone. If you made a character on the Ignite server, it would surpass your current character very quickly without you having to spend anything. And then that character you could just slowly raise.
All right.
Continue our trip.
Now then.
Ah, I see.
Off to the Tomb of Lament.
What lurks?
A gaunt?
The tower. Bounty. The forest. Don't need any time for testing and such new CPUs. I mean, it's been quite a while. It's times that you could, but the thing is, like, AMD has been kind of on a roll lately, so their track record right now is showing, I guess, is reflecting well on them that they won't release something that's gonna fry your system. If I'm making normal ready and wants a sleeper's character, is it better to do Unas with leaps or still shards? I don't know how your regions market, how it'll go when it comes to leaps. Personally, I did shards because leaps became utterly worthless in Korea, but I can't promise the same thing will happen in the West.
We could fulfill a request there.
You seem interested, lad.
Yeah, but it's your call.
Unpleasant weather? Shit, would we?
As the sky turns the same muddy color as the land below, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet land. However, confidence would be ill-advised. Listen carefully for footfalls in the mud and move at the break of dawn.
There's a picture from Maria on the right. You can transfer leaps, but generally speaking, you shouldn't transfer leaps. Because the tier 4 leaps are usually not 5 times the value of tier 3 leaps, typically. Tolerance and eloquence. Wisdom. Tolerance. What is spending time with them is?
Indeed. Well then.
Truth is,
I've had word from the mature. My father knew Lord Hydron has agreed on the matter of land acquisition. Once we're back in town.
Hey.
Courage.
Then.
All right.
Ah, tolerance. It's been a while since I've done this. When I was on the Shadow Guard, my sharp hearing meant I was usually put on watch duty. My missions were confidential.
Well,
I was desperate to protect something important to me. That's what it was all about. The past is the past.
yes.
My heart feels lighter now than it was. Perhaps the difference is having comrades I can trust. We trust you too. Big. Sugarcoat the sugar bat. Sugar glider.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a rare quality. How much exploration is this game? It's not really open world. You go from zone to zone and it's more day and time management. You slowly build up your relation with other characters so that you can gain access to stronger jobs and more utility and have more abilities equipped. And then there's major dungeons, and then there's side dungeons, which I'm currently headed to right now. Everything leads to like a final dungeon of each area. But it's a lot of time and day management like it was in previous Atlas games. Failed aggro's 3 times in a row now, matchmaking with other 1640s. That happened a lot in the KR servers in the first week. A lot of people not breaking the ball. I started before Arc Passive. Do I use Lava Blast or Running Glacier as a hyperskill? You could use either, but the advantages of Running Glacier aren't as apparent now as they will be later on. It is quiet no more.
Great.
Suddenly a fight?
Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
It's just a ball.
I'll use what I must. Nothing personal. What a blunder.
So much for that.
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Dude, what the fuck? Stroll is so strong.
There's no way I'm stopping you.
We prevailed somehow and decided to take a breather with Heisme.
Good grief. Well then.
Increased.
All right.
Only 3? That's it? It's kind of disappointing.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I want to pick.
I hear a voice. Oh, I could raise.
All right then.
The truth.
I can get his thing to 5 already. Nice. Actually catching up on this.
Ah, it's you. Yes.
When I'm back in my hometown, you should know it wasn't Tadari's fault, even if he's the village leader. The villagers have always ostracized others like that, even when I was there, and that's not their leader's fault. Is that why you left?
Yes.
One final push.
No.
Most other tribes hold little love for the Ujif, but in my youth, we lived near 2 settlements of mixed people. We traded, traveled, relations were good. Until one day conflict arose between those 2 settlements themselves. They began to feud, and both sides asked that our village side with them over the other. They wanted a decision from us. We were asked to choose who was friend and who was foe. The village put off the decision. They took no sides and sought to appease both settlements. While we stayed the course of our hesitancy, their dispute was resolved.
Hold on.
And then
the village lost the trust of both sides, and they cut all their trade, and we were left impoverished. They called us Ujif inscrutable, unknowable, and their prejudice only escalated. It even led to some violence, and yet the village tried to justify their predicament by saying there was nothing they could have done. They took no action to escape poverty and isolation beyond their bitter lamentations. That, more than anything else, disgusted me beyond words, so I abandoned the village and ventured out to become a knight of the cities. Tadari remained to take a stand, while I simply ran away. He took a role of leadership, determined to bring honorable change to our village. Sound like a good leader. He chose to carry the entire village on his back. And yet, as we've seen, the village is still a long way from the change he strove for. The villagers are rigid in their mindset. They hope to maintain the little control they have by excluding and blaming strangers. All the backbiting and even the theft of the urn, all born from this clinging to separation, this xenophobic nest. I pity them. They even trapped themselves, but you know, when I had returned there, a thought struck me. I suddenly knew I would let my son sleep on that hill where the sweet wind blows. that they may run free where he cannot. And yet, perhaps the reason I'm so attached to my village is because I'm the same as them at heart. It was my indecisiveness that cost me my son and my knighthood besides. This burial is no different. To think I waxed on about it being time to face his death, an excuse, nothing more, an excuse to run from yet another decision.
No.
But now my son is the one paying for my wretched hesitance, and see what has become of him? How can I call myself a father? Regret alone won't solve that.
No. Right.
If hesitation is my nature, then so too do I hesitate to let go. Simply who I am. When the urn was stolen, somewhere in the back of my mind, I felt relief because I'd not have to see it anymore. I'd no longer be reminded of his death, his heartbreaking absence. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to face it. How could I when every reminder shatters me? That's why I put off the burial longer and ever longer.
Surely.
Handshake G.
My son, come back. I'm sorry.
I'll soon depart for the village to look for my son's remains. I'm coming with you.
Thank you.
What kind
I
of
say, we could stop for a break.
what kind of bastard steals an urn of some guy's son's ashes and bones?
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall northwest of Brylehaven. The Peregrine Falls. Is the rumbling echo simply the water plummeting into the basin below? Or the roar of the Mage King?
The Mage King? What could this be? Yet again, it seems we found ourselves within the most peculiar places. Something is just barely visible beyond the waterfall's veil, a statue perhaps. Must be, they look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall? It's like they're dying.
Mayhap.
It's probably something on the behind the waterfall. I believe the legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces which he used to protect his people. I cannot help but think what would drive someone to go to such great lengths to carve a terrifying monument as a warning.
What's that about?
Thus it serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens, regardless of the intent of which you wield it. You may yet become feared and ostracized. Kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it almost feels like the roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
If that is indeed true, then we may best honor those sentiments by etching this place within our memory.
All right.
Wisdom. Holy fuck. Did that move at all?
Hello.
Something to give to Maria.
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible...
What's the max level of virtues? I think 5.
The lamentations of the lost echo throughout, disfiguring the somber burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters. And it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
Now then.
This is the tomb. Need a chalice of legends.
Well.
Also,
I've heard of weapons and ancient treasures being buried in these places, but they're probably off the main path. Neris's relic.
so hey,
Okay, we are at the tomb. Fato Lich of the Tomb of Lament will summon Kamenza.
Want in on this?
A two-headed beast called a Kamenza. That's probably the fucking doggo. It has to be a variant of the doggo that fucking murders my shit.
Just between us.
When Kamenza's around, Fato Lich's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic. Kamenza's weakness is wind.
No kidding.
And Gyptaros is weak to piercing.
What now? What
Okay, are any of my characters weak to dark? None of them are weak to dark. Healer would be weak to dark. Who's strong to dark? Oh, wow. Thief is just straight up immune to dark.
I have retained my edge.
Heisman mastery has resulted in continued growth. Agility increases by 2. And now Heisman can learn the role of the assassin.
Fascinating. This right here.
Shadow who robs the wicked of destiny.
All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yama! If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, the soul of the thief, the pinnacle, the assassin, a life in shadow inevitably leads here.
Steady effort is key.
Now, where was I?
How's the game? It's good. I think some people reported issues with performance. But besides for that, I've been having fun with the actual RPG aspect of it.
You don't say.
Beside that research partner, I've had
Incredible.
clear 5 hero leaves of life and imagination.
All right.
Did I?
What's wrong?
What happened?
Not quite.
I recalled some memories that are slightly unpleasant.
What?
A memory of long ago, my time with a trusted comrade and his eventual betrayal.
It appears that
I had deep trust in him, and so the wounds on my heart were equally so. It seemed I never had an eye for people.
It'll be fine.
I wonder how far along you are in the story. There's an entire city after this one for the last part of the Tournament of Power, and whatever goes on beyond that. Did I deny my better judgment now? It would cast doubt on you as well. No, last thing I want.
I must apologize.
I find myself thinking in circles so often here, and kernels of doubt so easily grow to overshadow my mind entirely. I believe I was conducting this research of my own volition, but is that the truth? Lately, I have felt that my research may actually be by another's will, that I only labored under their guidance. I was so happy to imagine my memories restored, but now I wonder if some things are best left forgotten.
No.
Didn't mean to let any bitterness slip out, perhaps because I'm so unused to it these days. I do struggle with conversation. You're too kind to me. Handshake you.
Often I find your words resounding in me. Well then.
Mental weariness aside, we have further work to do. Your next task is to cultivate the general. Oh, fuck.
This one's important.
So, oh my god, that's kind of hard. I have to get the general all the way to rank 15.
I can depend only on you. Do make yourself at home.
That is a journey. Cat.
Here, kitty.
Oh.
Oh. You'll come again.
What now?
Let's see. What I should try to do is get the piercing ability from Pugilist at 6. This should be a pretty high priority. Dude, this does insane recoil damage to yourself, though. 70 damage to yourself?
What now?
Wind damage. $15. Ugh. Stroll.
I see. Fascinating. This, right? All right.
I'm counting on you.
I need to get them to have wind magic. Like, Comenza is going to be like a huge problem.
Yeah. Right. I could get used to this.
Hulkenberg.
I see. Fascinating. This, right? All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see. To greater heights.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
That way they all have access to wind magic.
Oh.
5 heroes fruits. Nice. The commander. Uh... 48 MP increases all allies' attacks for 3 turns. Icy strike. Deals. Whoa, wait. This is super crazy. Deals medium magic almighty damage to all enemies. Has medium damage that bypasses all defenses. That one's giga.
New skills, new possibilities.
Looks like the commander levels up pretty fast.
Good. I'm still getting stronger. New skills, new possibilities. New power.
Flame Vanguard. So this now he has AoE fire. His MP costs are pretty high, but he's got AoE fire damage. And the ability to remove yeah, it's actually really important that I raise commander anyways, because he has the ability to repel, which is pretty sick. I pretty much just skipped the entire leveling for commander.
New possibilities.
That used up what I've been stockpiling for so many hours, though. But I can't learn the general yet, can I? I need Barden to be at 3, so I'll skip. I have it pre-leveled basically.